let's see how to do a star pattern on the face of the letter. First, we text the letter that we're going to print. And we set up the size. Pick the font and make it curved line. Okay. And here for this pattern, there is a special things we need to keep in mind. Here we need to go to the window and find this color palette and make the defaulted color palette as RGB. Otherwise, it will not recognize. Okay. And then we draw a star. Make it curve. And here it must be blue. Okay, it's blue. Then we copy it to the G. Of course, it doesn't have to be star only. It can be a okay. Then we continue copy. And we delete this one. Now we finished the designing part. Then we export it as G star. Right. We import this one. First step, we must check if the star is blue. Okay, if it's not blue, if it's black, it will continue printing same height as the strip. Okay, so it must be blue. Okay, then here we need to unbind it and set up the shell. Here it must be reverse printing, and if reverse printing, we will need to horizontal mirror it. Okay, and then line, letter height 30, and color switch. For example, we make it six layers. We can make it bottom layer 10, and then second layer 5, third layer 10, fourth layer 2.7, fifth layer 2.2, and the first layer will be the star. Okay, see, we can view here. That's totally 30. And here also we need to check here. We must frame it and fill. Sure. See, this will be the pattern. Okay. And here, fill panel, we must tick panel printing and separate extruder. Just choose no. Okay. And the pattern must be ticked. Prevent curl, we need to choose the outer one. And calculate path. Here is the speed, okay, and the temperature. For example, we'll make it 50. Save as G. And save. Okay. Then we 3D view. Here, wait a little bit, then we will check the 3D. Now, here, press Ctrl, Alt, Shift, and P. Choose the language to be English. Okay, close it and open. Now let's open this G star file. Okay, and click here, travel, and click it again. See, this will be the pattern. Okay. A second way to make the star pattern. For example, if we could not make the star pattern blue in the CorelDRAW, and when we import the file into our slicing software, we cannot see the star blue. So here's another way to make it blue, okay? Because if the line is not blue, the software will not recognize as pattern, but recognize it as wall, okay? It will print the star same height as a wall, okay? So here, we have this file already imported. Set up the letter shell line and letter height 30, okay? And because we're going to print this from the face, so we need horizontal mirror it. And also we set up the color switch. So this is close to the back, so we set up the shading color 10, the opaque color 10 mm, and second layer 5, third layer 10, fourth layer 3, and then layer 5 we make it 1.8. The last layer, layer 6, which would be the star layer, because normally one layer thickness is 0.3, so here we need to make it lower than 0.3. So if here we make it 0.3, it's going to be 0.6. Okay, so we must make it lower than 0.3. Here we'll make it 0.2. Okay, so layer 1 to 6, that's totally 30 mm. Okay, and here first step, effective 2 is for the front side, so we don't need it. So we take here effective 1, which is the stopper close to the back side, and then prevent curl, we take the outer side, and then fill panel, we must take the panel printing, and here we can use the defaulted number, and here we must pay attention. Separate extruder, we must make it null. If you choose the numbers here, it's going to be a different type of letter, okay? And here take pattern, okay? Now let's click panel selection or panel cancel. So we click the stars one by one, it will get switched to blue, as you can see. So one by one, and press ESC. See, it's become blue. Frame together and combine. Here, click fill. Tick here panel filling, and the panel does not participate here, okay? And then sure, roll your left button, then you will see, okay? And then frame it, get pass. File output, okay? And then 3D view. Now let's open this file we just created. Okay, you can see